a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding because her real daddy is the one that's gonna walk her down the aisle. So let me tell you guys about my stepdaughter, all right? She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car. She still lives with me and her mother. She does not have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August the 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her and her mother been talking about doing. Being occupied with, being consumed most of their time. Now, her daddy, he don't contribute to not 1 cent on her. Not her education, not child support, which is partly her mother's fault because, you know, she didn't fight for that. And I guess that's just what the settlement was. And he only around to make promises. I do that for you. I do this for you, and then take off. And then she'd be heartbroken. But she adores her father, right? So, like I said, she's set to be married in August. And the wedding venue, I told them they can have it in my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people, right? Now I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people that I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for this at my house. I want these 20 people to come. Do y'all know Saturday, I see one of my friends at the golf course, right? He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite. I'm like, nah. I'll let my girlfriend and stepdaughter know to send out the invitations on these few people. And you're supposed to get an invite. He said, I got something, but it was an announcement. So we walked to his car because I want to check, right? And sure enough, it was an announcement. So I went and talked to my girlfriend and said, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? Man, she didn't invite none of them. She said 250 people was a little tight, and I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. Man, I was pissed. And the people that were supposed to come, they pissed as well. Then she's going to say if any other people that we already invited don't RSVP, then we'll get some of your people in here. I'm like, what? Man, that's crazy, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll just be mad. All right? So now, the crazy part about it is, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on them. They have her real daddy and her on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations. How you got a real daddy on there, her mama on there? Cool. Couple days later, I'm hosting the venue at my house, hosting the wedding family at my house, okay? It's me, stepdaughter, girlfriend, groom, and their parents, right? Trying to help everybody get real acquainted. Then a surprise guest shows up, my stepdaughter's real daddy. And I'm like, you know what? You know what, cool. He probably just coming to the wedding, right? But tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real daddy is giving her away at the wedding. What? The wedding that I'm paying for in my house, the daddy don't do nothing for you, is giving you away? Oh, and they were just so happy and smiling. Oh, yay, great. Inside, I was fuming.
There's a lot more, so watch this video to the end, but I wanted to interject right here because there's so much. First thing I want to ask is she getting married or is he getting married? Why is he worrying about all of these details? A woman living in your house, then you got her daughter living in your house. They both eating up your food. Daughter doesn't have a job. You pay for her to go to college, then you buy her a car. Plenty of people have a job and go to school. You didn't do that. So all of these up till now are your choices in how you run a household. So all of this is on you, because I'm sure nobody said, buy me a car, pay for my schooling. I don't want to get a job. I just want to go to school. And if anybody did say this, guess what? You could have said, no, you get a job. You buy your own car. Your mama gonna buy you a car. Or ask your mama. You did not do this. The next thing is she invites the biological dad to the wedding and you're mad. You did not have to pay for the wedding. And then you say you set all this up and you pay for everything as far as the wedding goes, right? And your people aren't invited. Your name isn't at the top and all these other different things. This is telling me that you're just a sucker. And it goes back to you, my guy, not them. Women are opportunists. And if you got some old dude trying to come in and play daddy to a woman's child, she's just going to let you. You have to see the signs. You have to read the room. You have to say to yourself, like, yo, is this woman using me? Even though I'm agreeing with you, like, yo, this is crazy. This is messed up. But this is your doing. I'll say it again. This is your doing. That's just like a single mother saying, well, he got me pregnant and now he don't want to take care of the baby. You had the baby with the dude. So the same thing with here. You did all this. You could have sat down and said, I'm not paying this, I'm not paying that. And then they would have figured it out and did something different or not had a wedding at all or whatever and went to the courthouse. You chose to do all of this. So stop whining. Because like I said, if you would have read the room years ago, because I don't know if y'all paid attention, he said they have been together for 10 years. 10 years. That means you had 10 years to realize that you are a sucker. And I'm not saying men are suckers when they do certain things like this, but you got to read the room and find out that your lady thinks you're a sucker. In the beginning, you had an understanding or an inkling that this was going to happen because you've been with a woman for 10 years. Why you ain't married this woman? Like, what are y'all doing? This whole situation sounds stupid. But altogether, the reason why it sounds stupid is because you don't realize that you are the stupid person in the whole situation. So now you're mad that you're exposed at being a sucker. And the last thing, we'll get back to the rest of the video and I'll do commentary on the rest of the video. Why are you on social media telling all of your family business? Why? You are so butthurt that your lady and her daughter is using you for all of your money because you are a sucker on purpose. And you're so mad that you get on social media dogging your own non-family because she's your girlfriend. So this ain't even a family. This ain't your wife. This ain't your child. You're on here dogging somebody else's family that lives in your house. You that mad? We all on social media dogging this family that lives in your house because it's not your family. It's somebody else's family. Sir, I need you to find some dignity and get off of social media whining like a woman about your doing, your life, your inability to read a room, your inability to not realize that you're a sucker. I need you to go sit down somewhere and get off social media, sir. Let me know in the comments. I want to see some paragraphs because this has so many layers. I want to see y'all break this whole thing down. What are y'all thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.